Hello boys and girls, today's Thursday, that means I get to bring you a battle, and that means that today's game is against 6ftHax, and it's a ROOOOOOO battle, because I love the ROOOOOOO, and feeling a little bit better. Still got coughs here and there, and my nose is still kind of blocked up, but I'll get through it. I'll be alright, I think. I won't die. So I believe we had this game on Rick's stream or something, like a few weeks ago. I can't quite remember when, but it's relatively recent, relatively speaking, I guess. And it was pretty fun, so just play it back and let's see how it goes down. Kind of using the same guys I've been using for a while. And everyone was like, you need to use Shuckle more! So I was like, okay, I'll use Shuckle in an RU game, because using Shuckle in RU, I deem just to be plain unfair, but I guess, you know, I might as well just abuse it because I can. So Persian is obviously going to go for the fake out. Best thing to take is Poopatar, so I'm going to go straight to him and hopefully get an opportunity to lay my rocks out early game, which is, I'm thinking it would be nice. Maybe I'm thinking he's going to U-turn out because he can't really do anything to me, but he carries Taunt, so he's going to taunt me first, shut down my stealth rocks, and then U-turn out to an appropriate counter to Poopatar, which just so happens to be something by the name of Rhyperior. But luckily for me, my offensive move is Earthquake, so I hit him with an Earthquake on the switch in, and then I'm like, you know what, this Rhyperior probably can't do that much to me apart from Earthquake, which I know I can live one at least, so I'm going to stay in here, and I'm actually faster than Rhyperior because Poopatar just fucking like Deoxys speed, this thing, it just outspeeds everything, and he actually goes for the substitute, so I guess he was probably either predicting my switch, thinking I didn't want to take an Earthquake, or something along those lines, but I'm just going to stay in. I want to get rid of his sub, and looking at the sub, I'm thinking sub punch is the most likely scenario, which what he is carrying, and focus punch, though powerful and though coming from a Rhyperior, is actually not going to kill me. I live on 30. I'm trying to hold back these coughs here, and I live it because it's unstabbed. Obviously, unstabbed stuff is generally not good, so I'm going to take the opportunity here to go for the Stealth Rock, knowing that he's very unlikely going to sub up again, because I could easily go and use Earthquake and take him down to a range at which he wouldn't be able to sub up. So lay down my Stealth Rocks, at least I get those out in the field, and now I get a free switch in, and I'm going to choose to go to Bally, because I don't think there's anything really that he can hit me with unless he's carrying Earthquake, and judging by the fact that he's using Stone Edge on a resisted hit on a poke, it probably tells me that he isn't carrying the Earthquake, and he's having sub, Focus Punch, Stone Edge, and I don't really know what else. Maybe Mega Horn, which wouldn't make much sense, but there you go. I'm going to sub again, hoping either for a miss or for him to switch out, just fearing me in general, and I do get the miss, which is nice, because so now I actually got Bally set up for one, so Bally's going to do some work here. I'm going to go for the Waterfall to kill Rhyperior, and yeah, get rid of that thing. That's nice. So I'm looking really nice here, right behind the sub, which is where I generally like to be, behind subs, and I don't think there's anything on his team that's too great a problem for Poliwrath to deal with, so here comes Drapion, charging up my Falcon Punch right here, and Cross Poison obviously is going to take out the sub, no problem, just because of the stab, and he shows me he's a Life Orb variant, so I'm kind of hoping to kill him with this Focus Punch, mainly because being Life Orb, he wouldn't usually have much defensive investment. He's probably just more speed and attack, but he lives it with, I guess, the half brother of a Smidgen, known as a Smidgelet, and that's not great. So I don't want to take a Cross Poison. But firstly, there's a potential of him critting me. Secondly, the potential of him getting just the poison hacks, and thirdly, really, there's no point in switching in Poliwrath when I have Shuckle, who resists it and can easily take it as if it were nothing. So Shuckle is going to come in here, do some work, because he brings out Uxie. And I actually saw him use this Uxie before we had the game, and I saw that it had Substitute, so I'm actually going to use that to my advantage. Going to go for the Encore as opposed to the Knockoff, which I usually would go for the Knockoff first on an Uxie, but Encore is going to be my move of choice. And I'm going to speed this section up, because all it is Entei coming in and shadow balling away his sub as he just stays in and keeps subbing, so I'm technically doing damage to him, though he's technically doing it to himself. I just wanted to bring Entei in, do the job, get his health down a bit, to the point at which I can bring in Shuckle now. And he's going to go for the Psychic, which is fantastic because I do have a Sharpedo in the wings, and as long as I manage to encore him into Psychic and make sure he keeps going for that, Sharpedo can come in safely, set up a substitute, obviously take nothing from the Psychic, get rid of his sub, and then consequentially get rid of Uxie. So that's my long-term game plan. He thankfully goes for the Psychic again. I guess he just doesn't want to waste his sub. He is gaining back lefties, so it is generally a beneficial situation for him, but now he's going to realise and facepalm because in comes Sharpedo. Obviously he's now locked into Psychic, and I'm going to get the free opportunity to set up my substitute as he's just sitting there going for the hits. And I should have observed here, but before a speed boost, Uxie is actually faster than Sharpedo, so that's maybe going to come into play a little bit later. But interesting thing, I really didn't realise that Uxie could outspeed the Sharpedo. But I get off the crunch. This is actually a Life Orb subset, and this was I've changed it now. It's now a Leftovers substitute set. Kind of lacks power, but I say Life Orb and substitute is not a generally good idea because you're just basically losing health by your own means. So he doesn't want to take another crunch. Obviously he's going to go for the Quillfish switch and hopefully take that, which he does, but it's not going to take it very nicely. Gets the defense drop, and at this point another crunch is easily going to take him out. I guess that even if I hadn't got that defense drop, I still had the Earthquake, so wasn't too much of an issue for me to get rid of him there. So yeah, things are looking good here. Sharpedo's all set, got the speed boost going, and unfortunately Life Orb's going to be that one thing that's going to keep wearing me down. I will die eventually. So I'm going to take the chance here to crunch the Superior, see how much it does, and it's going to do a decent amount. I think that's kind of going to be a 2-hit KO, but then I see Giga Drain and I'm like, no, that's not a 2-hit KO. He's going to take me out on the next turn, and yeah, I don't really want to stay in for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hatch a plan here. He does have leftovers as well, obviously. Now I cannot definitely kill him. And I'm going to hatch my plan. I know he's going to go for the Giga Drain again, wanting to kill me off. And going to go into Average Blim, who is going to resist the Giga Drain nicely and then manage to hit him back with a physical hit. Of course, this is my physical Drifblim, which carries acrobatics with Flight Gem, and what he's thinking is that I'm a more defensive Drifblim type thing, and he's going to try and taunt me, which isn't going to work out because acrobatics is going to wreck his face. Superior is going to die, and Drifblim on top of the world right now. So in comes Uxie. And here's kind of an interesting thing, because I didn't realise this before, but I thought, Thief would be a great idea on this set, because I'm going to steal his leftovers, get some lefties for me. But the one bad thing about this is the fact that Unburden is going to unactivate, essentially. Now that I have an item again, Unburden is going to deactivate, and so I'm no longer faster than him, which means he outspeeds me on the next turn, takes me out with a T-Bolt, and I'm like, well, crap, that's not very good at all. So, in comes Sharpedo, and here's where earlier I should have paid attention, because his Uxie is actually faster than my Sharpedo, and I was just really confused, and then I died, and that wasn't good, so Sharpedo died, so. In comes Typhlosion, Entei, and I keep calling it Typhlosion, it's Entei. At this point, I have a option, and I'm going to say holy moly great balls of fire and just throw giant rocks at him, because it's Entei. Jesus Christ, man, Scarf Entei with Eruption. Don't mess with him because he just ruined your life. So last two guys, Uxie and Persian, both of whom are going to have their face slapped 3 times back and forth like I whip my hair, or my Z as some should say, back and forth, and it's going to die. So I think I was a 3-0, something like that, 3-0. But it was a fun game, it was enjoyable. I do like Roo, love the Roo, good tier, and I'm not sure how many more Roo games I have backed up, but that was one of them, so there you go. You Shuckle a bit, and as you can see, Shuckle just wrecking Roo, because no one can do shit to Shuckle and Roo. It owns the field of play, so yeah, anyway, I guess that's all it's going to be for today. Thank you so much, guys, for all the stuff that you said on your on the previous video I uploaded, which I'm overwhelmed by the amount of just people who are just awesome on this place, because injecting some love back into the back into the community and just, you know, being cool and stuff. And I got like 10 or 11 PMs from people, which just blew my mind as well. So thank you. I can't thank you enough for just being awesome in general. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back to my full self on Saturday and we can have some fun. So check out the, I'm going to regret doing this now, but okay. Check out the Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr pages. All links will be in the description, as you know, the lovely description below. And I guess I will see you guys on Saturday. So have fun, don't die, and yeah, see ya. Bye.